Okay. Good morning to all. Today we will discuss about some of the commands which are missed in the previous classes. Mostly we have to know the current username. Okay. For that, go to the and enter your password. Okay. Here you have to enter. Select current underscore user. Right. వచ్చిన అందరికి output.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, if you want to see the list of the databases, show database. So, databases. These are my databases which are existing in my system. Okay. Information underscore schema, Muni, MySQL, performance underscore schema, and sys. These two information underscore schema, MySQL, performance underscore schema, sys. All these three databases are related to the system related. I suggest you don't disturb these databases. Okay, you should not if you get disturbed this database, there is a chance to get some errors while executing your programs. Okay, so I suggest you to create your own database. Create, yes, previous class I told you create. Chapani syntax indi create. Yes, all of you must and should be active.
Database.
Create database RGUKT RKV. Okay, while giving the database names or table names or any objects of the database while creating the database, you should not give more than one word. If you want to separate the word as the two words in a single word, just for example RGUKT RKV. Okay, RGUKT space RKV, if you give like that, database will disturb and will not understand which one is the database name. If you remove this underscore and give the some space, it will give some error. Okay, error code is 1064. We have an error in our SQL syntax. Check the manual. Means some error is there. What is that error? Write syntax to use near RKV at line 1. Okay, somewhere some error is there at RKV. RKV is not understanding why it is given, because of it is database treating it as a two words, but whereas to create the database we have to give in a single word RGUKT underscore RKV అని ఇవ్వచ్చు. Okay, now database is created. Understand? Or else if you want to give only the single word, create database RGUKT RKV. Okay, now I will show the databases. How many databases are created for me in my system? Navyasri.
7, sir.
Navyasri. Surya Kiran. JNB. Navida. Okay, anyone of you is ready to explain how many databases is created?
7 databases, sir.
7 databases are there. How many are created now?
2, sir.
2. Yes, 2 databases are created. What are those? What is the main difference between RGUKT underscore RKV and RGUKT RKV without giving any space or special symbol? I have given one more database. Okay, if we give 2 different words, to avoid the differences of 2 words, we are avoiding the space. అర్థమైంది కదా? స్పేస్ డేటాబేస్ క్రియేట్ చేసేటప్పుడు కానీ టేబుల్ క్రియేట్ చేసేటప్పుడు కానీ ఎప్పుడైనా కానీ మనము ఒక డేటాబేస్ని క్రియేట్, ఒక డేటాబేస్ యొక్క ఆబ్జెక్ట్ వాట్ ఎవర్ ఇట్ మే బి, ఏదర్ టేబుల్, database or view or synonym, index or cursor or trigger or package or function, whatever it is, the objects which are creating in the database, you must and should give the single word. If you want to use more than one word for your database objects, you must and should use the underscore symbol to separate the words. Okay?
Words.
Yes, అర్థమైంది కదా? I hope all of you understand. This is the basic, very, very basic concept. Okay, now we will use the database. It means, what is our current user? Our current user is user underscore user, sorry, root at the rate of localhost. It means we are in the root user. Yesterday one student is asked about this question. Okay, అబ్బాయి జాయిన్ అయ్యారు లేదు తెలీదు. Okay, now I will use the, now whatever the tables are there in the root, we will see. Select, sorry, uh, show tables, show tables. Show tables. ఇక్కడ ఉండవు కదా. నెక్స్ట్ shall we move to switch to root to the our databases. మనం మన డేటాబేస్ కి మూవ్ అవుదామా? To move or switch the databases, we have to use the use. We have to use the use command. Use rgukt rkv, rgukt rkv. Now database is changed. You have to understand, you have to observe these concepts. Database is changed. Next, show tables, empty set. Okay, after use, after entering into the rgukt rkv, we are displaying the list of the tables which if any tables is existing or not. Okay, now here we are not getting any tables. We are not getting any tables because of just now only we have created the database, and table also not yet created, so it is creating empty set. Okay, shall we create one table? Create table employee, create table employee, employee id varchar 10, ename varchar 50, okay, I have just inserted 2 columns. How many columns are there in the our table? Yes,
2 columns, sir. 2 columns.
only 2 columns I am creating just for the demo only. Okay, next, this table is created. While trying to show the tables in previously, it is displaying empty set, but now we have created a table employee. Okay, now we will try to show the tables. Now one row is affected, that is the tables underscore in underscore rgukt rkv. It means in rgukt rkv database one table is there, that is the employee. Okay, we will create one more table. Create student id. Okay, here I will tell you one thing. Student id, if you want to give the 2 words as a different, then you have to use the student underscore id. Okay, and here also if you want to give 2 words in separately, but separate with ఏంటమ్మా underscore symbol.
Underscore.
Yes, student underscore name. Okay, How many tables are created? Just show the tables. Okay, two
Two
tables are
tables, sir.
created. Yes, two tables are
Employee,
created.
student.
Yes, employee and student tables are created. Now we will insert some rows in the employee tables and some rows in student table. Okay. Okay, any one of you, I will randomly ask one student to give the syntax to insert the values. Okay, who are there? Jyoti, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you tell me the syntax. As previously we have discussed 2 days back. Okay, from 2 days back, 2 days onwards, we are discussing the same commands. Yes, tell me the syntax. Insert the employee table, some data in the employee table.
Insert, insert into employee values.
Yes, insert into employee. Next,
Values, sir.
values. Yes. Okay. If you get any problem, okay, what is the problem you will get? What is the data type we have to use? Okay, we used. Okay, whenever you are trying to insert the data, we have to know the table structure. Okay, which column is contains what data type. Okay, for that you have to display the. It is better to go to the see the structure of the table. Describe. ఏం చేస్తామా? How to display the table structure? If you want to see the table structure, how to see the table structure?
By
Describe
using describe command.
name of the table. Describe.
Employee.
Yes, employee. Sorry, syntax error. You have an error in your SQL syntax. Check the manual. Uh, right syntax to use
Describe
near
name.
describe. Yes, spelling mistake is there. DESCRIB. Okay. Okay. Now here employee ID is contains varchar and ename contains varchar. And what is the size? Employee ID is 10 values you can enter. Maximum 10 values you can maximum of values you can enter is up to 10 only. And for the employee name, it will allow only 50 characters. Okay. Now insert yes Jyoti Chapanama. Insert into employee values employee ID EMP01 and employee name is some Rama. Okay, is it working, ma?
Yes, sir.
Shirisha? Okay, one row affected. Okay, we will insert one more employee ID. Employee ID is EMP2 and here one more employee name is Ramu. You can take. Okay, so shall we select the data? To select a particular column, you can give select EMP ID from employee. It will be displayed only one column because of we are giving the column name in select statement is only one column, that is the employee ID. Okay, next we will display one more column, comma EMP name. Sorry, EMP name kada, E name kada. Okay, now it is displaying two columns. Okay, now if you want to update and if you want to insert one more row by using in another way, here in the employee you can also give the list of columns after list of columns also. Okay, here e name comma eid comma ename. This eid value is employee 2, this ename value is ename. Employee name contains Ramu and value contains already values are there. Now if you want to insert the new values, employee ID 3. Yes, tell me any one of you your name. ఎవరైనా ఒక నేమ్ చెప్పండి. ఓకే, రాఘవ. ఏమో ఎర్రర్ వచ్చింది ఎందుకమ్మా?
Employee ID.
ఎస్, అన్నోన్ కాలం ఈఐడి ఇక్కడ ఇచ్చాం కదా. దిస్ వాల్యూ is unable to insert in this value. emp3 is unable to insert eid because of eid is not in the column of a table. Okay, so we have to give here emp, right? Inserted. Now select the values. 3 values are inserted. అర్థమైంది కదమ్మా? Okay, now 5 minutes I will give you time. You create the student table with the columns as I already told you. Simple table, student id and student name and student id, and insert some values. I will give time up to 10:35. I will come back. I will cross check all the terminals. Okay, you have to practice for 5 minutes. For 10 minutes I will give time. I will rejoin now. Okay,
Sir, could you please repeat the question once again, sir?
ఓకే, మీరు ఏం చేయాలంటమ్మా, మీరు మీ ఎస్క్యూఎల్ టెర్మినల్ ఓపెన్ చేయండి ఫస్ట్. ఓకే, ఎస్క్యూఎల్ టెర్మినల్ ఓపెన్ చేసిన తర్వాత డేటాబేస్ ఒకటి క్రియేట్ చేయండి. క్రియేట్ చేసిన తర్వాత ఒక టేబుల్ క్రియేట్ చేయండి. ఓకే, ఆ టేబుల్ ఏంటంటే స్టూడెంట్ టేబుల్. స్టూడెంట్ టేబుల్ ఏం కాలమ్స్లో ఉందంటే స్టూడెంట్ ఐడి, స్టూడెంట్ నేమ్. ఆ కాలమ్స్ ఉన్న విధంగా ఒక టేబుల్ క్రియేట్ చేయండి. క్రియేట్ చేసిన తర్వాత కొన్ని వాల్యూస్ ఇన్సర్ట్ చేయండి. తర్వాత మీతో కమాండ్స్ ప్రాక్టీస్ చేయిస్తాను. ఓకే.